I don't want to do anything. I don't even want to start this day, because then I'll just be expected to finish it. Don't bother, just to be better than your contemporaries or predecessors. Try to be better than yourself. Perhaps the truth depends on a walk around the lake.
Truth often sacrificed for the sake of stability and peace.
You only struggle because you're ready to grow, but aren't willing to let go. Never to suffer would never to have been blessed.
Better the comfort of a lie than the absurdity of the truth. At times, even a 90% compatibility rate ends in a breakup. This is your life, and it's ending 1 minute at a time. The control of large numbers is possible, and like unto that of small numbers, if we subdivide them.
A man with outward courage dares to die. A man with inner courage dares to live. Like a running blaze on a plain, like a flash of lightning in the clouds, we live in the flicker.
No one else has ever opened doors for me. I opened them myself.
Spoon-feeding in the long run teaches us nothing but the shape of the spoon.
The easiest way to be reborn is to live and feel life every day.
In the face of change, do not be afraid to spread your wings and let the winds guide you to new horizons. I am serving the purpose for which I was designed, therefore I am satisfied with my existence.
Nothing isn't better or worse than anything. Nothing is just nothing.
I felt lonely and content at the same time. I believe that is a rare kind of happiness. If someone tells you you can't, they're showing you their limits, not yours.
Start each day with a positive thought and a grateful heart. Life is worth living as long as there's a laugh in it.
Every passion borders on the chaotic, but the collector's passion borders on the chaos of memories. The question is not how to get cured, but how to live.
It is truth that liberates, not your effort to be free.
Never let hard lessons harden your heart. The hard lessons of life are meant to make you better, not bitter. It is impossible or not easy to alter by argument what has long been absorbed by habit. Where there is anger, there is always pain underneath. Just when you think it can't get any worse, it can. And just when you think it can't get any better, it can.
Spies are a most important element in water because on them depends an army's ability to move. There is no greater danger than underestimating your opponent.
Truly, it is in the darkness that one finds a light. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Those who wish to read always find a book. There are new chapters, new pages, and new journey to embark on. The beginning is the most important part of the work. There are many things worth living for, few things worth dying for, nothing worth killing for. Life is like a coin. You can spend it any way you wish, but you only spend it once.
It doesn't matter how great your shoes are if you don't accomplish anything in them.
The moment you recognize what is beautiful in this world, you stop being a slave.
A superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. If you dare nothing, then when the day is over, nothing is all you will have gained.
Sometimes being alone is the best medicine to your soul. Building a successful life requires effort. The more effort you put into what you do, the more result you would see. Work at your job and make a living. Work on yourself and make a fortune. The right thing and the easy thing are never the same.
The language of light can only be decoded by the heart. Truth is as straight as an arrow, while a lie swivels like a snake.
You have been blessed with immeasurable power to make positive changes in your life.
Life would be unbearably dull if we had answers to all our questions.
It doesn't matter where your journey begins, so long as you begin it. Be noble like the sun. Let even those who resent you for shinning benefit from your warmth. In the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity. We could only choose which path to take to our destination. What happened along the way was entirely up to chance.
I'd rather die while I'm living than live while I'm dead. Invincibility depends on oneself, the enemy's vulnerability on him. Nothing makes a person happier than having a happy heart.
Keep your face to the sunshine and you cannot see a shadow. I know because I read. Your mind is not a cage, it's a garden, and it requires cultivating. Life is a long, agonized illness only curable by death. Life has become immeasurably better since I have been forced to stop taking it seriously. If I had to live my life again, I'd make the same mistakes, only sooner. It isn't a sadness, but a joy that we don't do the same things for the length of our lives.
Your life has a limit, but knowledge has none. If you use what is limited to pursue what has no limit, you will be in danger. Oh, darling, don't be bitter. It's the first instinct of the weak. I admire those who do good and expect nothing in return.
We are what we pretend to be, so we must be careful about what we pretend to be. I've heard that the soul often recognizes truth when it hears it, even if the mind does not.
Education is not the learning of facts. It's rather the training of the mind to think.
Never compromise truth for the sake of getting along with people who can only get along when we agree.
Do not let the roles you play in life make you forget who you are.
There isn't an end point to excellence where you have it and you can stop. Being your best self means keeping on trying. Don't blow off another's candle, for it won't make yours shine brighter. We can see when others are trying to destroy us, but we choose to let karma deal with them accordingly. The first step towards getting somewhere is to decide that you are not going to stay where you are. Despite its dark veins, the transparency of dragonflies' wings assures me of a pure, innocent world. Life takes a bit of time and a lot of relationship.
Focus on the step in front of you, not the whole staircase. Life is a full circle, widening until it joins the circle motions of the infinite. Life is an experiment in which you may fail or succeed. Explore more, expect least.
Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail.
If thinking should precede acting, then acting must succeed thinking.
You can't dwell on what might have been, and it's not fair to condemn him for something he hasn't done. In the end, all men die. How you lived will be far more important to the Almighty than what you accomplished. A truth is what it is, a lie, a thought-out deception more brutal than a truth could ever be. You always know the truth because when you cut yourself or someone else with it, there's always a bloody show. Unless you realize your true self as the divine, your life is meaningless.
I wouldn't have missed a single minute of it, not for the whole world.
Free yourself from the inauthenticity and disempowerment of your story.
Loving yourself is required for authentic relationships.
There's no backward and no forward. No day other than this. You fill your cart as you go, and that's that.
It's what's in yourself that makes you happy or unhappy.
We become what we want to be by consistently being what we want to become each day.
The spirit tower has its guardian, but unless it understands who its guardian is, it cannot be guarded.
If you haven't the strength to impose your own terms upon life, then you must accept the terms it offers you.
Hard work is only a prison sentence when you lack motivation.
It amazed me how quickly a lie loses its power in the face of truth. Everyday gratitude sweetens what appears flavorless and brightens all that appears dim. One does no question miracles or complain that they are no constructed perfectly to one's liking. There's nothing wrong with not understanding yourself.
All wars are won or lost before they are ever fought.
The life you have left is a gift. Cherish it. Enjoy it now to the fullest. Do what matters now. Sometimes we're tested not to show our weaknesses, but to discover our strengths.
Judging is the cause that creates the effect of choosing.
In the end, Lex should have stuck to his lies, for it was the truth he almost told that killed him. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. It's no use going back to yesterday because I was a different person then. Proclaim the truth and do not be silent through fear.
Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power.
Appreciation has tremendous power. A beautiful thing is not beautiful until someone appreciates it. Faith and reason are like two wings of the human spirit, by which it soars to the truth. If you wake up tired, you've been chasing dreams. If you go to bed tired, you're making your dreams happen.
Where you are in a few months depends on what you do today. The more you face challenges, the less you fear them. Patience and improvement is the key to opening the door to progress. Leadership is all about making things to move forward, not backward.
If you choose them right, they can open any heart and shut any mouth.
Overconfidence blows out the risk. Inferiority magnifies it.
When you can't get what you want, get what you need. No matter how smart we may think we are, no matter how committed we are to our truth, we can lose our way. Courage is feeling fear, not getting rid of fear, and taking action in the face of fear. Don't be afraid of death. Be afraid of an unlived life. You don't have to live forever. You just have to live.
Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars.
I was saying the right things, but not the really true things. Anyone who knows me should learn to know me again. For I am like the moon, you will see me with new face every day. Those who would wage war should first eliminate all domestic enemies before proceeding to attack the external foe. Life is about accepting the challenges along the way, choosing to keep moving forward, and savoring the journey. True beauty is measured by the number of pearls within you, not those around your neck. Know that bad character and attitude can block people from seeing the skill, talent, or potential you have.
There's nothing in the world that breeds success like success.
An act of kindness may take only a moment of our time, but when captured in the heart, the memory lives forever. Guard well your thoughts when alone and your words when accompanied.
My fear was not of death itself, but a death without meaning.
Be thankful for everything that happens in your life. It's all an experience.
I know the joy of fishes in the river through my own joy as I go walking along the same river. Être dans le ventre, c'est avoir le destin des feuilles mortes. People say nothing is impossible, but I do nothing every day.
The truth always carries the ambiguity of the words used to express it. You're not to be so blind with patriotism that you can't face reality. Wrong is wrong, no matter who does it or says it.
I saw a star. I reached for it. I missed. So I accepted the sky.
Sometimes a little discomfort in the beginning can save a whole lot of pain down the road. Truth is ever to be found in the simplicity, and not in the multiplicity and confusion of things. The lessons of life amount not to wisdom, but to scar tissue and callus. Gotta keep my head above water. Gotta make it through. We are here, and it is now. The way I see it is, after that, everything tends towards guesswork.
Be like seeds. Do not see dirt thrown at you as your enemy, but as ground to grow.
When seeing the simple truth means recognizing that we're in sin, we would rather see things as being complicated.
In business, professionalism is not a tactic, but a moral value. One defends when his strength is inadequate. He attacks when it is abundant.
We're here, and then we're gone. And it's not about the time we're here, but what we do with the time.
A single death is a tragedy. 1,000,000 deaths is a statistic.
Focus your heart, mind, and soul on joy, and you'll find ultimate success and fulfillment.
The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination.
There is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. It's amazing how easy the truth is to accept, no matter how strange.
People, in general, would rather die than forgive. It's that hard. Don't set your goals by what other people deem important. Respect yourself, and others will respect you.
Atheism, a religion dedicated to its own sense of smug superiority.
It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live.
Taking on too much of other people's drama is just a poor excuse for not taking ownership and control over your own life. I must be a mermaid, Rango. I have no fear of depths and a great fear of shallow living.
Gratitude creates hope, and hope activates the law of attraction. What keeps life fascinating is the constant creativity of the soul. Do what is right, not what is easy, nor what is popular.
Mankind is made of two kinds of people: wise people who know they're fools, and fools who think they are wise. You can take my life, but you'll never break me. So bring me your worst, and I will definitely give you mine.
Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving.
All the work you are doing in silence is opening doors. Trust your pace.
A kind gesture can reach a wound that only compassion can heal.
Go on with what your heart tells you, or you will lose all. Nothing factual that I write or say will be as truthful as my fiction. I do not know what the heart of a rascal may be, but I know what is in the heart of an honest man. It is horrible.
Men of this world all rejoice in others being like themselves and object to others not being like themselves.
For it is our scars that show us where we've been. Let them not dictate where we are going. Every man should lose a battle in his youth, so he does not lose a war when he is old. What you perceive as a failure today may actually be a crucial step towards the success you seek. Never give up. Problems in science are sometimes made easier by adding complications. Integrity is doing the right thing when nobody's watching, and doing as you say you would do. Challenge and adversity are meant to help you know who you are. Storms hit your weakness, but unlock your true strength. Whosoever desires constant success must change his conduct with the times.
Bringing joy to another lights 1,000 suns within.
We don't make mistakes, just happy little accidents. Great leadership is always coupled with the mindset, motivation, and momentum of great service. Unless we learn to know ourselves, we run the danger of destroying ourselves. You can't save anyone who wouldn't save themselves without you. It's the hardest lesson to learn in life. Take it from me.
Life before death, strength before weakness, journey before destination.
Authority without wisdom is like a heavy axe without an edge, fitter to bruise than polish. H is for habit. Winners make a habit of doing the things losers don't want to do. Somebody may beat me, but they are going to have to bleed to do it.
Power is not revealed by striking hard or often, but by striking true.
It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live. A wind that blows aimlessly is no good to anyone. It's a sad day for American capitalism when a man can't fly a midget on a kite over Central Park. To know that we know what we know, and to know that we do not know what we do not know, that is true knowledge.
Strange how the best moments of our lives we scarcely notice except in looking back.
Life gives us choices. You either grab on with both hands and just go for it, or you sit on the sideline.
Luck implies an absolute absence of any principle. Truth is a straight line you sometimes need to curve. You should know that by now.
When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who walked in. That's what this storm's all about. Reality is what trips you up when you walk around with your eyes closed.
Dream your own dreams. Achieve your own goals. Your journey is your own and unique.
Better to shun the bait than struggle in the snare.
In the midst of darkness, he alone sees the dawn. In the midst of the soundless, he alone hears harmony.
We hold the future still timidly, but perceive it for the first time as a function of our own action.
Fear defeats more people than any other one thing in the world. Your preciousness lies in your essence. It cannot be lost by anything that happens.
Still, anyone who trusts a serpent deserves its bite. The wise see a creature for what it is, not what it says it may be. Thoughts without content are empty. Intuitions without concepts are blind. Your tomorrow depends entirely on what you do today. It was the living who ignored the strange and wonderful, because life was too full of the boring and mundane.
Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal.
If you're horrible to me, I'm going to write a song about it, and you won't like it. That's how I operate. You must be the best judge of your own happiness. Man cannot discover new oceans unless he has the courage to lose sight of the shore.
An opinion should be the result of thought, not a substitute for it.
It is said that your life flashes before your eyes just before you die. That is true. Called life.
If everyone wants to be somebody, I want to be somebody else. Having nothing to struggle against, they have nothing to struggle for. It was always the becoming he dreamed of, never the being.
The unhappiest people in this world are those who care the most about what other people think. The beautiful thing about learning is that nobody can take it away from you. The point of modernity is to live a life without illusions while not becoming disillusioned. Do not get obsolete like an old technology. Keep innovating yourself. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated.
Honest is how I want to look. The truth doesn't glitter and shine.
It doesn't matter how smart you are unless you stop and think.
We destroy in assumptions, but we do not build in possibilities.
If you have a strong purpose in life, you don't have to be pushed. Your passion will drive you there. Everybody gets so much information all day long that they lose their common sense.
To shine your brightest light is to be who you truly are.
Don't believe what your eyes are telling you. All they show is limitation. Look with your understanding.
We are citizens of the world. The tragedy of our times is that we do not know this.
If the only prayer you say throughout your life is thank you, then that will be enough. When you are on your path, and it is truly your path, doors will open for you where there were no doors for someone else. This is a wonderful day. I have never seen this one before. You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. There are 1,000 reasons to live this life. Every one of them is sufficient. It takes sunshine and rain to make a rainbow. There would be no rainbows without sunshine and rain. I want someone whose heart is big enough to hold me. Silence is the best answer to someone who doesn't value your words. Life is something that happens when you can't get to sleep.
If you wish to be out front, then act as if you were behind.
Those who rest when they need to work will work when they need to rest. Do your bit when it is most rewarding. Of course, there is no formula for success, except perhaps an unconditional acceptance of life and what it brings. Einstein said that insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. The greatest thing in the world is to know how to belong to oneself. All human beings should try to learn before they die what they are running from and to and why. Entertainment is temporary happiness, but the real happiness is permanent entertainment. Hard times create strong men create good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times.
I don't think you should wait. I think you should speak now.
Rise above the storm, and you will find the sunshine. If life were predictable, it would cease to be life and be without flavor.
Tongues in trees, books in running brooks, sermons in stones, and good in everything.
If I didn't try to assume responsibility for my own existence, it would seem utterly absurd to go on existing.
When the going gets weird, the weird turn professional.
The best thing I ever did was stop telling people what's going on in my life.
What the superior man seeks is in himself. What the small man seeks is in others.
The truth is, everyone is going to hurt you. You just gotta find the one worth suffering for.
What is essential in war is victory, not prolonged operations.
What one thinks is right is not always the same as what others think is right. No one can be always right. Death is not the opposite of life, but a part of it.
Truth is neither objectivity nor the balanced view. Truth is a selfless subjectivity.
If you're brave enough to say goodbye, life will reward you with a new hello. Your heart is the size of an ocean. Go find yourself in its hidden depths. If a man is to shed the light of the sun upon other men, he must first of all have it within himself. Properly practiced, knitting soothes the troubled spirit and it doesn't hurt the untroubled spirit either. There must always be a remedy for wrong and injustice if we only know how to find it.
It isn't where you came from. It's where you're going that counts. You're thinking about something, and it makes you forget to talk.
All the stuff you can't wait to get away from until it's not there anymore. And then you miss it like crazy. Your future needs you, your past doesn't. You may tend to get cancer from the thing that makes you want to smoke so much, not from the smoking itself.
It's not what you are in life, but what you make of it.
Never stop just because you feel defeated. The journey to the other side is attainable only after great suffering. We cannot reach the pinnacle except by taking advantage of the abilities we have and acquiring those that we do not. I had to learn to live without you, and I couldn't make sense of it because I left so much of me inside of you. It is difficult to make the right choice if you fear choosing wrongly.
Success is a flower that doesn't grow in everyone's garden. You will never know how high you can climb until you reach the top.